Hey, baby. Hi, am I wearing chapstick? Does it taste really good? Thanks. Thanks. Hi, I'm Hope, and I'm here to teach you about vaccinations in ferrets. The vaccinations you'll want to get for your ferrets, regardless if they are indoor ferrets or indoor-outdoor ferrets, are going to be canine distemper as well as rabies. In addition to this, ferrets can catch human influenza. That's something to be aware of. However, there are currently no vaccinations on the market that you can annually get to prevent this in your ferrets. The first vaccination we're going to talk about is canine distemper. Canine distemper is extremely important to get your ferrets vaccinated for because it is 100% fatal if your ferret catches it. Most ferrets, when you adopt them either from the breeder or straight from the store, such as a Marshall's bred ferret, are going to come with their first distemper vaccination. Please note, this does not count as the only vaccination they'll ever need. Similar to a puppy or a kitten, a ferret will need to be revaccinated 2 additional times before they'll actually have immunity to canine distemper. So what this means, your ferret, when you first get it from the store, is vaccinated at 8 weeks of age. You will then want to vaccinate them again at 10 weeks and at 12 weeks. So if you are getting a ferret, it is very, very important to get their birth date so you know when to follow their vaccination schedule and to follow it accordingly. This is because the mother gives the puppy, or kitten immunity to certain diseases based on what she's been exposed to and what she's been vaccinated to when they are drinking her milk. The mother is able to concentrate antibodies into her first milk, known as the colostrum, as well as additional milk from then on to help supply the baby with some immunity. However, this starts to wear off after the animal is weaned. So it is very important to make sure you don't leave any windows open when you start your vaccination schedule. Your animal will start losing some of its protection from its mom around 8 weeks, and it will continue on through the first 12 weeks. At the end of 12 weeks, all of the immunity will be gone, so that's why the last vaccination is during that time. In other words, we don't know when the immunity actually stops, so it's important to make sure you get your vaccinations, all 3 of them, during that time to make sure you can cover it the exact moment that immunity stops. If you do not, it is possible that your animal may become infected with this disease as soon as their immunity from their mother wears off. In addition to that, it's important to complete your vaccinations annually, so with distemper, make sure you get it every year. In addition to canine distemper, it's important to get a rabies vaccination annually for your ferret. Now you may think, my ferret's not going to come in contact with rabies, and you may be completely right. However, there's always the concern that if you are someone who brings your ferret out in public, that your ferret could potentially bite someone. If your ferret is not proven within 1 year rabies vaccinated, and they do come in contact and bite someone or are accused of biting someone, they can be quarantined or even euthanized. So it's really important to be responsible as the pet owner and to get your animals rabies vaccinated. The rabies vaccination is a little bit different than canine distemper. It's not specifically made for ferrets, so you will be receiving a vaccination that was actually formulated usually for cats, which is perfectly safe in your ferrets and has been proven effective. It is also different because you should not administer the first rabies until your ferret is at least 16 weeks old or 4 months. This is similar how they recommend in dogs that they be at an older age to receive their rabies as opposed to their regular puppy vaccines. Now that you understand which vaccinations to get for your ferrets and why, here's a little bit more information on some steps you can take to prepare them for their vet visits. It is not uncommon for ferrets to have negative reactions to the adjuvants within the vaccines that they are given. Because of this, it's important to be prepared as a pet owner when you take your animal in to get their vaccination, as well as when you take them home and post-vaccination care for the following 24 hours. The signs of a bad vaccine reaction looks like a common allergy. So most ferrets will get puffy red around their eyes, can get puffy swollen red feet, or it can go as far as anaphylactic shock. Anaphylactic shock is where their body will release an excess of histamines that will cause water to move into the layer of their skin. This will cause them to get extremely puffy and extremely pudgy and can make it very hard for them to breathe, as it puts a lot of pressure on the respiratory system. If your ferret is going through shock, it is very important that you rush them to an emergency vet. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and learned some new things about ferrets. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know, and we look forward to seeing you in our next videos. If you would like to continue to receive updates as we upload more videos on the wonderful world of ferrets, feel free to subscribe, comment, like, all that fun stuff. Was that your Yonko Bonko? Oh, thank you, puppy. Okay. Hi. Hi. Hi, Balaw.